Understanding SAP Authorization Concepts. Welcome to this quick session on SAP Authorization Concepts. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the key elements that control user access in SAP systems. How everything ties together. To sum it all up, authorization object classes group similar authorization objects, which contain authorization fields. These fields define specific permissions, which are bundled into authorization. These authorizations are then included in authorization profiles. Finally, roles define what actions a user can perform, and the user master record links the user to the appropriate profile. First up, let's talk about authorization object classes. These are containers that group related authorization objects. For example, BC_A, Basis Administration, is a class containing objects for basis-related tasks. What is an authorization object? Next, we have the authorization object itself. This defines a set of fields, each of which is checked when authorization are evaluated. Here are a couple of examples. S_T code. This object is used to check authorization for SAP transactions. Authorization field, TCD, transaction code, specifies the transaction the user is authorized to run. S_user_GRP. This object checks authorization for user groups. Authorization field, class, user group, specifies which user group the user belongs to. ACTVT, represents the activity type. For example, create, change, or display. The authorization object contains various authorization fields, such as ACTVT or APPKZ. Each of these fields defines a specific permission. When a user is granted an authorization, it means they've been allowed to perform certain activities based on the combinations of values in these fields. For instance, the combination of values in fields like ACTVT, activity, and TCD, transaction code, determines exactly what a user can do within SAP. A role in SAP defines the set of activities a user is allowed to perform within the system. For example, the sales manager role could include responsibilities such as creating sales orders, viewing sales data, and updating customer information. This role is created using transaction PFCG and then assigned to a user, such as John Doe. Next, authorization profiles come into play. These profiles define the specific permissions for each task within the role. They grant access to specific authorization objects and the permissions tied to them. For instance, authorization profile 1, like F_sales_app, might allow the user to create, change, and display sales-related data. Similarly, authorization profile 2 could grant the user the ability to create orders using F_order_app. You can view a list of authorization objects using transaction code SU21 in the SAP system.